Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of uMlandeli LaNGa. Here, your host. We are following the sun wherever he goes. We are following that lamp of salvation wherever he goes. Today I'm coming at you in the hour of Venus. We've just exited the hour of the sun. We're in the hour of Venus now, and I just thought I'd share a bit since on the phenomena of Women's Month, and tomorrow of course being Women's Day, on exactly what that means and why now. And unfortunately for us, the Southern Hemisphere, we are keeping a ritual or a festival, feast to Baal, festival, Baal. We're keeping a feast to Baal based on Northern Hemisphere seasons. What do I mean by Northern Hemisphere season? Let's just quickly look here. In the north, don't mind that for now, don't mind that for now. Just for now. So in the north, they start their spiritual year in March, in Aries. That's the symbol for Aries. They start it in March, plowing and planting the bull. Lambs are born here. We plant. The rain seasons, we get to the summer solstice, the hottest time of the year. Then from there we get into Leo, the green lion, the line that ripens the harvest of the month of August, the month of Virgo, the month of the womb. The month of the womb. If you were to check in the morning, you can use an app if you want. If you can check, you will see the Virgin rising, or you can go see. To be more technically correct now, if you look from the 21st of August, you will see the Virgin Mary, or nomKHuBulwana, or Isis, or Usisi, or yes, whichever mythology that you are using. You will see the Virgin in the morning. But that is not where we are. That's not where we are. That is not where we are in the Southern Hemisphere. Remember, when the North is in summer because they are closest to the sun, we are in winter. And so even though the background constellation is Virgo in the morning, we are not in harvest. The North is in harvest, which is why August is Women's Month, which is why tomorrow, the 9th, is Women's Day. Because at the end of August, the last week of August, when we, under the full moon of that last week of August, when we have LaNGa asking from the Virgin, beseeching the Virgin for a bountiful harvest, when? In March. They are celebrating harvest. When we asking for a good harvest, they will be celebrating the harvest at the end of Virgo, at the end of August. And now for the Southern Hemisphere, if that's what I'm saying, then where do we place this festival or this feast to Baal? Where do we place it then? Now we can use these. For us to be true to the principle, for us to worship in truth and in principle, following LaNGa, following the sun, we would have to place the start of the spiritual year in our spring, not the northern hemisphere spring, in our spring. And that is when? September 25. We would have to put the Aries, lamb, and the bull there. Spring, when lambs are born, we would have to put it there. So that March, Ndasa, Ukwandisa, that's the month of harvest. So technically, for the southern hemisphere, Women's Month, Women's Day should be in March. You get it? The polar opposite. It should be in March. If you check in the morning right now, the constellation you will see, yes, it's the Virgin. In the north, yes, it's the harvest, but that is the plus pole. We're in the negative pole. We're in the opposite. Remember, as uMlandeli LaNGa, can you see that? That's June. That's June 21. Sorry, I shouldn't have put that there. Yes, that's correct. That's June 21. That's June 21 under the star sign Cancer, under the star sign Cancer. But because we go through the opposite effect of what's happening in the north, we experience Capricorn energy. And if you want to see that this principle is actually true, we are on the flip side. What you observe in the north for the morning, in the southern hemisphere, to see that same observation, you would have to check in the evening. So if you check in the evening after sunset, an hour to 2 hours after sunset, you will see the Capricorn goat. Sorry, we're no longer there. We are here now. You will see the Aquarian man, excuse me. But my point was that our sun is reborn here. In the effect of Capricorn. But the background constellation in the morning is what? It's Cancerian. But the effect is Capricorn. That's when our sun is reborn. And then it moves into Aquarius, the waters. The Aquarian man holding the pitcher of water, the Son of Man. When the Bible says, you will wish for one of the days of the Son of Man, it's talking about this season. Because when you get here, when you see the Son of Man, you know that spring is around the corner. And so the effect in the south, we are here. Headed into the season of Pisces or Lent, so that we may cross over into September, we may cross over into spring as worthy lambs, whiter than snow. We are reborn here. That is why the guys who, as soon as they see Islimela around June 21 rising in the constellation of the bull, that heralds the plowing season, and the abafana bayiswa entabeni, and they come back lily white, white as snow, white as lambs. That's when they come from. White as snow, white as lambs. The innocence. We place the head here, Makanda, the heaven. This is where the throne of the Most High is. In spring, the throne in the east. The throne in the east. East. That is spring. That is spring. So that is where we would have to place our Women's Month. In March. But we don't, because we're marveling after the northern beast. We're marveling after the northern beast, as with Christmas, for example. As with Christmas, as with New Year. If we are followers of the sun, our New Year, the New Year that we celebrate in December, our New Year should be here. or when we are experiencing the flip side, June 21, solstice, June 25, that should be heralding our new year. Then 8 days later, the 1st or the 2nd of July, that would mark New Year. Flip opposite of that being January the 1st. That's actually where we need to be celebrating our new year. If we are true to the principle, if we are worshiping in truth and in spirit. Yes, the Most High lives in the house of God, the temple. It's here. It's here. It's in the east. So yes, guys, that is what I wanted to share with you today. That yes, the effect around us, we are still here, headed into the promised land of September. And so technically, yes, technically, we are not in Women's Month in the north. We are not. What we are approaching, though, is the season of Lent. From the 23rd of August, the 40-day count, you can start it here. In August, start it here, and then you will cross over to the 1st of October, the 40-day count, you will end it there. For the South, this is the time of removing leaven in your house, so that when you get to spring or the Passover, when you pass over from the winter, the land of darkness, the land of the dead, into the land of light, you pass over clean. So it's Lent. It's the leaven or removing of your cleaning, spring cleaning. That's where we are. As the world around us is being born, the fires, the temperature or the air that feels like there's water. A week ago it was cold. It feels every time around this year, it feels like, especially in the mornings, it feels like it's iced over. It feels like the air has water in it, because we are here. So those are the rituals around this time of year. Yeah. Which brings me to the workings of rituals now, and the workings of the workings of rituals. So what I'm actually trying to get to here is that on an even deeper sense now, you cannot raise a Leo vibration. You can attempt, but to get better results. The energy for Leo, for example, or energy for when the sun is dishing out its most heat. Like now, if you're in summer around this time, between 1 and 2:30, that is normally the hottest time of the day in summer. If you are looking for that aspect, that principle, that lion aspect, if you are here, or here, at least look for the hour of the day that belongs to the what? That belongs to that Leo energy. But try and stay away from keeping rituals or trying to raise energies while you are in the wrong season. So like I'm saying here, if there's anything that you can be doing now, new projects, starting over, anything that you need to get rid of, let it go with the flood. Let it go with these waters, so that you may enter the land of promise with a white robe. You cannot be working prosperity in the time when the seed is still under. If I was to use the analogy of the seed is underground. And then here the seed shoots up from underground into the day of light. uMlandeli, popping out. That is where the energy still is. And so, yes, that's what I thought I'd just quickly share. Well, the quickly has become quite long. So, yes, guys, uMlandeli belanga here. If we are to be true to this principle, this is where we would place our Women's Day in March. And effect-wise. And if you want to, if you want to actually see that this is, it's real, go out or go online, look and search how to check for the constellation Aquarius. And I promise you will see it in the evening because we're in the south. Anything from 7:30 and onwards until 8:30, you will actually see it just above the horizon. And you will also see the planets, nomKHuBulwana, Saturn, and below it you will see Jupiter, nomKHuBulwana. So yeah, check it out, guys. Please don't forget to like our page. That's all I have for now.